Hi everybody, thanks for clicking Treats TV with Chan. I'm trying to get this done really quick so I can upload it. I told everyone that I was going to do Ancestry.com. I didn't tell the Facebookers and YouTubers, but I did. So I get my results back. Very empowering, very enlightening. If you are unclear about some things start to make sense. I think you owe it to yourself because what technology people didn't have before, we now have. It's only $100. We spend $100 on so many other things. If you really want to know, if you can't just spend it, like if you don't want to cut your cable bill, save up to it. You can do $10 for 10 months. Just know that you're going to get it done type of thing. But it feels really great. It makes you aware of yourself in a way I can't explain. I always knew who I was, and I was always clear about what I liked and didn't like, and the type of people I liked around me or didn't like around me. But for some reason, it kind of breaks you down to the smallest percentile, that so many things make sense that you say, okay, I understand why, I like to move around. Or I understand why, I have this little pig nose, stubby nose. I understand why I have all this cheeks and all of that, because once I got the complete breakdown, then I went back and looked up the different people and their regions and all of that stuff. And it was so crazy, because then the women in those regions looked like me, and the face structure and all this. It was wow. So it felt really good. People can't tell you who you are. They can't make you feel less than, especially if they don't have any type of self-awareness or know who they are. Or do any type of history breakdown. So my breakdown comes out to be 77% African, 22% European, and the other percentage was Native American. Or I said America, then it broke it down to Native American. Now it says more than that. Mine, I made sure I got every detailed breakdown. So after it hits Africa, it tells you what percentage of each tribe you are. Then after it hits Europe, it tells you each percentage of what European, whatever, whether it's Irish, like Irish was something, then it's 9% is this, and then the 1% is Native American. Then it's like it breaks it completely down for you. There's no reason for you to have any more questions. And then there's further investigation into your DNA that they can do, and then later on after that I can go further, and they show me how my people migrated and they give you on the map to show you how certain lands meet each other, and that's why you get African and Spanish, like that. So it was really it was really nice to see. It's on paper. You have it for the rest of your life. I did it for me, but I did it more for my children. And this ties into Mother's Day. This weekend is Mother's Day. And I have to say happy Mother's Day. Not to all the mothers, but not to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to my children. And I say that because you made me. I was great. And that's not on a conceited statement, y'all. I was great because I was loved in a way that people can't comprehend. I know unconditional as a child. I was loved past, I couldn't even explain it right now. But my children made me better as a person in so many ways, because when you think you can't anymore, when you don't know what to do anymore, when you don't, so many things, if you live for your children, when you're tired, and I'm not talking about marriages and staying, I'm not talking about any of that stuff, what people do, and they do it for the sake of the children. I'm talking about you as a being, your persistence, your drive, your focus, all of these things that encompass you. When you've carried something, I'm not speaking to the men, it's not Father's Day. When you've carried something and it's part of your being, and it's eaten from you, and it's tugged in your stomach, punched you, didn't let you sleep, you've breastfed, all of that. When they come out, Your drive is so crazy because you're so scared, because you're protective and you don't want anything to ever, ever let them not have their direction, hinder them, make them lose focus. You don't want anything to come between you and your child. And they have made me an extraordinary woman. Because when I saw careers, I didn't see I need to keep up with my friends. I didn't see I need to do this. I never saw what my family, somebody told me I should be doing. When I thought of my children and they said certain things to me or they asked me for things, or when I was by myself and it felt like, everything is against you, but your children is like, Mommy, they don't even... It made me go into jobs and say, I know I could do this, and I didn't even know how to get it done, and I would learn it and get it done, and I accomplished so much because of my kids. The first time I drove a bus across a bridge, and it was a long, crazy bridge in Jersey, was bananas, and all I remember going across that bridge was saying, I got to get home to my kids. It was, what? I know I could drive a big truck, but I ain't never drove across no San Francisco type bridge. And I just got across that bridge and I kept saying, I got to get home to my kids. I can't hurt me. I got to get home to my children. I don't even like calling children kids, but I got to get home to my children. I was so determined. It was like something snapped. I remember the last time I ever went in a hole, I was like, my children. I used to work for an electric company and I used to work underground. And I remember harnessing on always, because it's a rescue device to get you out the hole, and it was like my children. The policies you take out, it's like my children. They give you a determination and you live for your children, and it's nothing that will ever come between you and your children. Christian, Brianna, and Corinne Kala, y'all are great and you have made me even greater. So to all those moms, salute. Enjoy your happy Mother's Day, people. I'll do another blog, and that'll be for the Love and Hip Hop. See you next week, y'all.